Hello guys, welcome to JD Music Productions. Today in this video, I'm just gonna talk about EQ. So, adding EQ into your projects can actually help or can clean some of the bad frequencies. The idea is to put actually EQ into your sound and sound clean as possible. So, again, EQ is something about frequencies and all those stuff. So, uh, in this case, imagine that you create something like this. And then if you see this guitar, it's equal. So, I mean, I think there's some bad frequencies in there. It doesn't sound great. So I'm just gonna use the Cubase EQ. So my first thing I do is always remove the bass of if there's some bass. So you can use this tool. So again, I don't need this thing, so because I already have a bass. So and my second thing I do always in EQ is to find the frequencies that are bad for that channel frequency. So as you can see, I found something. And then the last thing I do, but I don't do it in here, is to uh, I I use something called filters. So filters actually an EQ is the same as doing this. Uh, but I don't want to use the EQ for the same purpose. So again, I don't want to use this. So I use something called filter. Uh, Creative filter. So it's actually a knob, like a button. So again. So if you see, if I bypass, it actually clean the sound. So I didn't use I only used plugins, and you can see it already uh sound clean. So you actually make that sound clean. So I'm just gonna put you without effects. But idea, if you use too much, if you could cut off a lot of frequencies, at the end of the day, it's gonna sound like you could you actually use a lot too much filters. So the idea is to use filters in where it needs more filters. So I think I'm using about here the filter. So again, uh removing the bass, the bad frequencies. If you need to remove the bass in some plugins, like especially in guitar, so I mean in some audios, so removing the bad frequencies, and you're gonna see how it sounds in the mix. So it's looking great. So again, I'm just gonna add some. And then adding EQ and filters makes your sound better. So uh, boosting your EQ is not, it's not always the first thing you do. So always is best to cut some frequencies and then boosting. So that's what I do. So in my case. So again, it's always best to use the mono thing. So if convert this into mono, so actually you can hear more. Uh, so I'm just gonna show you what I do always. So I just click mono, and then everything's gonna be in mono. So as you can see in mono, it sounds you can actually hear it more. You want to remove that dirty sound and just do it like clean. Again, I think that sounds more better. So okay, so I hope you actually understand more about EQ and about filters that can actually make your sound and put into mono more clean. So the idea is to actually clean the bad frequencies, but even if you don't know the frequencies, you can actually do results like the basic things. So what I do is always uh, remove the bass if you need to remove the bass, so and remove some bad frequencies and then boosting. So and of course then using cut off, and then just could cut off the flat frequencies with filters, so that makes your mix great, and adding some compression and creating sense. So I hope you uh, know what is an EQ, and if you don't know what is an EQ, it's like basically a uh, uh, I just call it a bad frequency remover. So and you remove some bad frequencies. So and that's what I EQ is. So and the less plugins that you use, and if you get best results in your mix, that's the idea. So like not to use a lot of plugins. So as you can see, I'm getting results with it needs more to actually clean more of the more of the sound, but it's getting there. So the idea is to do a great sound and a great mixing. So I hope you like the video, and make sure you subscribe to my channel, JD Music Productions, and see you in the next one.